they're not really slimy, but they're very smooth, but kind of slimy.
Today we are in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we're here for a little trip. But today we are actually visiting Ripley's Aquarium, and we are super excited to check it out. They have a new penguin exhibit, which sounds amazing. So we're gonna go check it out. Now, I would just like to mention that Ripley's did provide us with our tickets today, so thank you for having us. And we started walking through the aquarium already, and it is really cool. It's super colorful and bright, and they do have some small exhibits to start, but the big deal here right now is the penguins. That is their new exhibit that they have here, the Penguins Playhouse. And we actually just got to watch the penguins parade, which was super cool. I did not realize how tiny these penguins were until they were out walking in front of us. It was fantastic. And Josh's sister Andrea is with us today.
Hello.
You could have kept walking. So here in Ripley's Aquarium, including at the Penguin Playhouse, there are some little crawl areas that you can go through and get closer to the wildlife, basically. But right now those are unfortunately closed, but hopefully they will reopen soon. Oh my gosh, okay, this is really cool. I figured this out once we got in here, but sea monsters are real because the Kraken is in here. So this like pirate area is actually themed like a ship. Like even the carpet changes to look like you're walking on a ship. And the Kraken is here, and it's like tentacles are sticking out everywhere, so you gotta watch where you walk so you don't get caught. Ah!
So this is probably one thing that I've been really looking forward to coming here to Ripley's Aquarium is the shark tunnel. I love this stuff. I think it's super cool. You can kind of get the feeling of being up close to them without actually getting up close, because it's all around you and the sharks are swimming all over the place. So let's go check it out. So inside of this shark tunnel, which is amazing, it's a pretty cool place where you can actually just stop and get some photos and of both the actual sharks that are in the tank, but also you can do some portrait shots too, because the lighting's really great. It's pretty soft on your face, and the tunnel just makes it look like a pretty cool shot. So we actually stopped here, kind of waited for people to walk by, and we took some photos. I think they turned out pretty well.
It's a little, they're not really slimy, but they're very smooth, but kind of slimy.
A few things, which is pretty cool. The rays are pretty safe. If you don't know, stingrays actually have like a little barb in the back end, kind of near their tail. They've actually clipped all those, so they're pretty safe. They can't really harm you. And on top of being able to touch them, sometimes they've got some other like smaller sharks in there that they're not like sharks that are going to open up and bite you. There's some smaller ones that are very safe for you to touch, which is really cool. They didn't have any in there today, but so this is a pretty cool place. It's a really cool aquarium. You know, it's cool to have this touch area for the rays. They actually have another touch area downstairs. It's kind of closed right now. They usually have horseshoe crabs in there. It's just kind of cool, and it's very educational, which is really nice too. They've got stuff on the walls to educate yourself and kids, and then they also even have a foundation, charity foundation that they donate to that rescues seabirds, and you can learn a lot more about that in the penguin area, which is pretty cool. So we finished up here at the aquarium, and now we're gonna head a little bit further into Myrtle Beach and check out Ripley's, believe it or not, auditorium. Welcome to Ripley's, believe it or not, here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm super excited to check this out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go do it.
Of course, we gotta get a little bit of some sort of Disney fix, so we've got some Star Wars artwork made out of staples.
All right, so we've been here for, I don't know, a few minutes so far, and we've seen a lot already, which is pretty crazy. You basically walk into like the first room is they show you how they make the shrunken heads, which is really crazy on the whole process. They like pull the skin off the skull, then they like sew it all back together, and they stuff it full of like sand and rocks, and it's weird, believe it or not. See what I did there? And then you kind of move through what would be like the old like mummies, things from Egypt.
King Tut's tomb.
King Tut's tomb, which is kind of cool. And then we kind of come into this room here, where they have some people who were photographed by Mr. Ripley way back in the day. There's a guy that he was called the human unicorn, had a horn coming out of the back of his head. Another guy who had double pupils in each eye. Some strange things, believe it or not, but it is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far.
Look, it's a hidden mini.
So, believe it or not, this portrait's actually made with cigar ash, which is quite ironic if you think about it. Way to be, Thanos. Then you have to reach in further. All right, well, that is going to do it for us here at Ripley's in Myrtle Beach. They have actually 4 locations, but only 2 are open right now, and it was fun.
It was. I really enjoyed the aquarium. It was actually bigger than I thought it was going to be, because when I think of Ripley's, I don't really think of aquarium. I think of like the believe it or not stuff.
Right.
So I thought maybe it was going to be like weird fish or something, but it was pretty much a standard aquarium, but like with their own spin on it. So it was really cool. It was colorful, and there was a lot to look at in there.
And I think what's really great too is that they're both not like a full day thing, so you can come and do both things. They have tickets for those, and it's great to do. If you're coming to Myrtle Beach, you're going to be here, you're looking for something to do, especially if it's going to be raining. Yes. Great thing to do.
Yeah, because they're indoor attractions, so.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time, and we want to thank Ripley's again for having us today. So this was an awesome way to spend our day in Myrtle Beach, because we've actually never been here before.
Yeah.
So let us know if you have ever been to Ripley's Believe It or Not or Ripley's Aquarium here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.